Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel Dream of Crafts. My name is Deanna and today I thought I'd come to you with just a fun project. I purchased this little bench at one of our local outlet stores. It just happens to be a church store and they take in donations and then resell them to make money for different things. One of the things they do is provide water for different villages in Africa. So I quite typically will donate to them and shop with them. I believe I paid $2 for this little item, and it was just like this. Okay. I did not paint this. This is the way it was. I'm going to leave it. I like that kind of rustic, shabby chic look. What I am going to do is take my Ranger ink, it's Distress ink pad, and it's peacock feathers, and I'm just going to hit the edges just to bring in a little bit of that teal. I have teal in my craft room, and I thought it'd be nice to just kind of bring a little bit of that in on the edges there. And there. So we'll just hit all the edges a little bit. And basically I'm going to use all graphic 45. I have made some flowers, and I did do some tutorials on some of those. So if you want to look back through my videos, there's one called Paper Flowers, and there's some other videos in there. Now, I don't have to have it all exact. I'm just going to, like I said, hit here and there. I'm going to be adding other things to this, so. I just thought a nice decoration, be a nice decoration for my craft room. And as you can see, at one time it held little pots. It did not come with any little pots. So, and I don't want to use it as a little planter, so I'm just going to ignore that and glue again. There, and I have cut this little piece down. I won't give any measurements because your chances of finding the same exact thing are slim. I will tell you how big this bench is. It is about 8 inches across, and let me just give you a height here. About 7 inches high and 4.5 inches deep. So it's a nice size. I just thought it'd be cute in my craft room. So like I said, I've cut down just this piece of graphic 45, and I'm just gonna, I don't need to go in the center there. Just gonna glue that down like so. It's mostly just gonna be flowers made from graphic 45 papers, and I do have some tags and stuff from one of, I think it's, which one is it? I will tell you. Portrait of a Lady, I think. Chipboard pieces. Yes, Portrait of a Lady chipboard pieces that I had in my stash. And a selection of flowers that I've created. Some are just white. I got, I think, one or two that are just the plain cardstock, but most everything else is using graphic 45 paper. A couple sunflowers, I don't know if I'll use them. And a couple of these from my stash just to maybe add some different elements. I might pull in the silver and the white pearl things. And then I've got some ribbon that looks like leaves. And let me get my hot glue gun here and we'll get going on that. So I don't have a plan. I'm just going to start attaching things. Now I did cut down a couple pieces to get me started. And I'm going to tack, put a little, whoops, sorry about that. Put a little glue dab right underneath there to get this started here. And I burnt myself really bad last week, so bad that I literally cannot feel the tip of my thumb. It is like permanently numb. I don't have any feeling in the end of my thumb. It's just like nothing. Just nothing. I don't want it tight. Your vines don't always grow tight. So I'm just going to put another little dab on the back here. And slide that in there. I'm going to grab something to press with, so I'm not putting my finger on it. I think I'm going to zoom out a little bit more too, so you can see a little better. So make sure I stay in frame for you. There we go. And I'll try to keep an eye. So let's go ahead and do another dab under here, like so. Just get these going here. Plastic makes a good thing to use to press in with, because the hot glue kind of comes off of it fairly easy. So let's just go like that. I just thought we'd wrap some of this around the different angles, and because it's going to be covered up with flowers and stuff, but I think it'll make a nice base to start with. And then, I think they sell something like this at Hobby Lobby, or I ordered mine online, and I don't even know how much is in there. It says 10 millimeters, so. All right, and we're gonna put a dab here, like so. And then just around here. I like doing the different projects with my papers. If you look through, I've got a birdhouse I did with Graphic 45. That is like one of my very favorites. And I like doing things like that. I've done some fake clocks with cans and stuff like that. So I like making different decorative things for my craft room. All right, so let's go ahead. I just kind of ran my fingers down it to kind of get it kind of happy. So I think I'm going to put a dab down here, right down there, and kind of stick this down in there like that. And then I'm just going to kind of get it loose, and then snip off the edge here and get that down along this edge too, right over here. Oh, that's looking kind of cute, isn't it? So let's go ahead and cut a piece maybe for this bottom part there. What I did was I kind of held it up for the length and then added a little bit for wrapping around. You can always cut off more. So let's go ahead and put a dab. All right, here we go. Maybe I'll run that up there a little bit. Attach it back here. Because that's what vines will do. They'll wrap and wrap and wrap, and as they, they're continuing to grow, but all of a sudden just have like an end somewhere. Like, okay, I got to keep growing in order to keep wrapping. So I kind of like that. Lots of glue strings, of course. Okay, let's go ahead and start with that and see. I mean, we can always add a little bit more if we want. So I'm going to start pulling some of my flowers in here. I'll just set them right back here. Lots of glue. I want to put some of the bigger ones on the bottom. This one was kind of like, reminded me of a dahlia. I tried to make it look like a dahlia. It's almost like a porcupine ball there. But it's big, so I'm going to use that as one of the base ones in there. Now, I didn't do any vines because, or any stems, because it just would be too hard to get the stems all to be stiff enough because they were mostly paper. And so I'm just going to put that in there, and then I'm going to press it. Kind of hold it in there until my glue sets up. It'd be a good base one. So I just thought it would look nice as little clusters of flowers on this. Maybe I'll save a little room in case I find something I want to sit on it, that I'll have a little room in there for something to sit. And I'm just going to start, you know, kind of finding little places to tuck these and stuff. Let me see. I want to do the bigger ones first, because then I can bring the little ones up against it and fill in with the little ones. Now sometimes it takes the glue a little bit to grab. Yep, see? So it might take a little bit. Maybe a little bit. See, it's going to be hard for me to show you the angles. There we go, maybe like that. I like making the paper flowers. I do. They're fun. And I did, like I said, graphic 45 papers. Oh, let's see here. Can I get you like that? I'm going to kind of hold that up on an angle there. Like that. So it's kind of tilted forward. I don't necessarily want it flat. See? Kind of on an angle. And then we've got all kinds of different flowers here. And maybe get some along the top here, some of these smaller ones, riding on the edges, like so. Some of these smaller flowers here. Oh, that lily doesn't have a, those lilies didn't end up with stems in them. Okay. I also got some of these paper ones I can put in there as fill too. Maybe I'll add a little bit of that. Some of the paper leaves there. There we go. Get some in there. I got quite a few of those down in here. And when I do projects, I'll cut extra and I'll sometimes make extra flowers and stuff that I just have, and I don't throw them away because I've already invested the time and the materials in to making them, so I just keep them and oops, go, and use them up the next time I'm doing a project, especially if it's a certain paper line like graphic 45 or something like that. Then I will keep those. And let's see, I think I'm going to kind of save this area right in here just in case I I find something else I can sit in there. I'm gonna, well, I can get to it. I think oh, that one never stuck. Oh, I see. Bottom stuck. This part let go. All right, let's try again. There we go. Well, I can get in there. I might just add one of these in there. I like, these are off a Christmas pick that I got, and I pulled off all of these little white bead-like things there, and I like to use those in there for detail. My wires. Let me see if I can find my wire cutters here a second. There we go. And let's cut off all these beads. Oh, here we go. I didn't even need the wire cutters. I like these two. These are pretty pearly beads. They make a good decoration item. I'm gonna have to do a lot of glue strings. A lot of glue strings there. Yeah, I'm not sure about that yet. All right, so let's keep going with our flowers. Okay. I don't want to cover up all my vine. It would just be kind of silly, wouldn't it? But you get that depth, you know, even if you put it on and you cover most of it up, you still get that depth. You get a peek through here and there. It gives your project some extra character. All right, let's put one of these daisies on the top here. I think this was a Shasta daisy is what this one was. Let's get that up there like that. And I don't need to do too much on the back because it's going to be sitting up against a wall, so I don't really need to do too much on the back. Okay, let's continue with some more of our bigger flowers here. Maybe get one right there. Just sit that like that so you can see. Got this pretty rose here that I made. Let's get that down in there. I do have other leaves too. Oh, that got me. That one got me. I think I'm going to stick that inside of there. A little bit different. Okay. I was afraid I wouldn't have enough flowers, but I think I got plenty. I think I got plenty. These make just nice decorations for your room. I like doing them. I do. I like doing them. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let me stand that back up here. I think I'm going to do that one kind of hanging off the corner there. Kind of like that. And like that. And then I have this big rose that I made. Let that dry up first before I start moving that around. Okay. And I want another lily in here. Okay. Just like so. I like these lilies. I think they're so cute. Okay, let's go ahead and drop another one of those in over here. Let me tip this. Like that. And then I'll have no rhyme or reason, just plucking them in there. Just where I think they'll look good. Another one of those. Okay, let's go ahead and put this right over this way, maybe. Just like that. Just like this here. Right on that. See, it's looking cute. It's looking cute. All right, I think I am going to put that rose up in that corner. I think it looked pretty good up there. Like that. Get that there. All right. Like I said, we're going to have plenty of glue strings to pick off there. I want to look at the back here, make sure I don't have glue going too far. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Like that. I like this blue one here. Maybe we can squeeze that one in there. Like that. Dab glue there. Get you squeezed in here. Like so. Oh, sorry about that. Should just turn that off before I get going, but my batteries usually go dead. I don't like to do that. Let's see here. I'll get another one of these. Nope, I think I'm going to leave that. All right. Let's tilt you here and see. Okay. Let's try one of those right there. Right there, like that. And I have another leaf here. I think we're going to put that down there. Like so. Like that. And then I want just the perfect one in there. I'm not going to do any of the yellow, I don't think. Okay, but we do that one there. Those lilies, they were the easiest ones to make, and I think they turned out cute. They were very easy. All right, and then let's see here. I think I'm going to add that to the bottom there just to break that up a little bit. Break up that pattern a little bit, like that. In fact, I think I'll put a little art glitter glue under there to kind of help hold that down too. There we go. There we go. Kind of breaks up that pattern that's going on there. Then I have some of these that I picked out. I thought might look good in there. Chose a button and I just ran some twine through it. And just to add something different than flowers. So let's go ahead and maybe tuck that in here somewhere just as a decorative element. And then I really liked this one. I thought that was cute to do with my twine. There it is. There it is. All right. Now what I did with the other thing is I just pulled off a piece of twine, cut it because I didn't want that heaviness. So I'm going to do the same with this piece here. Just like one strand of the twine. It's just twine from Hobby Lobby or one of your craft stores. I usually get mine in the actual craft department. So, yeah. And then maybe slide that in here somewhere. Let's see where that would look good. I'll tilt it back for you in a second. I just want to try to find a spot where I think it looks cute. Maybe it's too big. It is kind of big. Maybe we need a smaller piece. All right. Maybe we need a smaller one. Let's try a smaller one. And I don't mind when I do things like that because we're doing it together. I didn't say, oh, I'm going to do this, this, and this. I thought I'm just going to grab these things and then see how it goes when we're making it. I like to work that way sometimes. Sometimes I'll get a just idea of what I want, but most of the time I just grab the base of what I'm going to do and a bunch of supplies, and as I go along, I'll choose the supplies I want to use. Okay. So let me go back in here. Well, maybe I could do that. Sit it on its side. I guess it doesn't have to necessarily be facing upright. Oh, that works good too. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that. Okay, I'm going to put some glue here and then some down here, and it's going to drip to where it needs to be. So just like that. Okay. And okay, just like that. See it? So that works there. Then I have a bunch of these little rose buttons. I'm not going to use hot glue for that because this is small and I am not a glutton for punishment. I don't need to be burnt again. So I'm just going to put these in different spots here and there. I've got a bunch of them that I just pulled out of the... Oh, thought they'd be cute on here. Different spots. I'm going to slide this one right under here. I like the design to be together. In case you get a view of that. And then maybe one there. Like they were in a row. There we go. And then, let's see here. Let's tip this down. We can put one over here. Just like I'm peeking in and out here and there. We can do another button if we want. Another button. Okay, let's grab a piece of twine here. Cut it. I just ran it in through the holes like that. Did a double knot. Snipped off the extra. There we go. And then I think we're going to put this one over in here. Let me get a little glue on here first. And I'll tilt it so you can see. I think we're going to get it right in here. Maybe. Come on, go button. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. Okie dokie. I do have this, but I don't know. I think with that tag in there and a couple buttons, I think that's enough. We've got some of those little things. What's that square? So I think that is good. Yeah, I'm real happy with that. I don't think I'm going to do any of the little balls. So yeah, I think that is good. I'm just going to leave it as that. So as always, if you are a subscriber to my channel, I sure do appreciate it. Oh, you know what? We got some little butterflies. We can put a couple little butterflies in here while I'm talking. And I always appreciate your comments and your likes. And every time someone likes my channel, it gives it a little bit more attention. Like I have said before, I don't get paid for any of this. I'm not a representative of anybody. I just like to do it. If there's something you want to see me try, or if you have a question, please feel free to go ahead and either email me or just leave a little question or comment in one of my videos, and put a little butterfly there. And if you're not a subscriber, I would appreciate it if you would do so at this time. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button down in the right hand corner. And when the bell pops up, you hit that and you'll be notified each time I put up a new video. And as always, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for stopping by.